gonna try to keep this as little to no spoilers, I guess. I've never actually done one of these of like exhibits, but I guess another New York tourism video. I couldn't really vlog it because these are one of those exhibits of no photos, no you know, recording, yada yada. But I do want to talk about it. I went with my friend, the black guy. It was a like spur of the moment thing. We were cosplay shopping for his shit, and we were just like, yeah, let's go here. And I was like, how about we go to the Avengers exhibit? Like, we have time, you know, and money and places and stuff. Wow. So we're like, yeah, let's go. And we're like, there are people there with like their kids. There was actually a really fairly good, good amount of adults there with their kids, and some there were like, you know, obviously kind of like nerds here and there. But I think with me and Paul, we were probably like the oldest nerds, I guess you would say, who were there. Not that it's a bad thing, but it was just kind of funny how we we were acting the most like kids. Yeah, that is a fuck ton of fun. I think if I was a kid, I probably would have enjoyed it and just been like, oh my god, this is awesome. But like as an adult, I have more appreciation of it because like the exhibit isn't just kind of like, here's some shit, read some stuff, walk around, look at some things. It's like, look at all things you already know about the Avengers, and, you know, like, here, take our $27 and just go fuck yourself, you know? But no, like, this is a fully interactive exhibit, and that's what I love, especially, like, when I love going to, like, science museums and stuff like that, where, like, you can actually, like, touch and, like, fuck around with things. I love things like that, because even though, yeah, it's the Avengers, and you're not really learning anything, but it's like how, like, kids learn, is, like, to, you know, touch and all that stuff. And it's fun, you know, like, the parents, like, get to enjoy, like, you know, the little stupidity of it. A lot of them, like, they just seem like, alright, let's move along, and they thought it was kind of odd that Paul and I were just, like, you know, just nerdgasming throughout the whole thing. But it was really fucking awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's $27 to go in. We didn't buy our ticket before, like I said, it was spur of the moment, we just kind of went, paid our ticket. If it's a really busy day, we went like, I think our ticket's at like 4:30 on it. And today's a Friday, because fuck knows when I'll post this thing up. So sometimes like those things are timed. So if it's like a longer line, you blah, 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 you buy it ahead of time, all that stuff. But take out my wallet here. You get there, and fuck, where's it? Yeah, you get there, and there's like, they look like little ticket kiosk things, like all there with the Avengers stuff on. And so the guy just said, and you know, just type in your name, you know, what was it like? It was like, type in your name for your shield ID or something like that. We were like, sure. So I go in, I type my name, da-da-da, and I'm like, okay, it's like, you put in your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you just hit like go. There's a lot of touchscreens up there. So we hit it. And I was expecting like a piece of paper or something, but nah. A fucking card comes out. Like it, just better lighting on myself. An actual fucking card. Like, as a kid, I'd probably just be like, hey, it's a card. As a fucking adult, I'm like, this shit costs money. Like, this is fucking awesome. You know? You know, like, my damn name is on there, for fuck's sakes. Like, so of course when it came out, and I love how, like, you know, you're a probie, so that's great. But I was freaking out. We didn't even go in yet. I got the card and I was like, ah! You know, just like freaking out like a little bitch that I am. Already just freaking out over this. It was amazing. So we get there and it was like me and him, and there was like this dad and his kid, and they're just kind of waiting there. You're just hearing noises and stuff, and already we're just kind of like, it's like waiting to go on like a roller coaster. We're just like, oh my god, this is great. And you go in, and then like, once it was like, you know, our time to go, this guy comes out, and I like had like that kind of moment, because prior to that, I went to the, like, I forgot to mention, this is at the Discovery Channel exhibit thingy in the heart of Times Square, yada yada. It's right by Junior's, great food, free plug, all that stuff. And like I said, I've been to the gift shop before, because you don't have to pay to obviously go to the gift shop. And people are wearing like the whole, like, you know, New York City, Avengers, Station, Shield, in the shield officer, you know, thing where he's got like the tactical vest and the hat, and like I went like this, and I just like turned to Paul and went, oh, they're being for real with this, you know? And it's just like, I got so giddy. You step into a room where they kind of explain the rules and stuff, and big old quotes, because that's the correct way of using it. They do that, and we immediately, like, I went in, and I just said, oh my god, is this Cabin in the Woods? Like, I just went, oh, is this Cabin in the Woods? I was, like, telling him I was gonna go all Bourne, like, Identity and stuff, humping in my chair. Yeah, I was just like, oh shit, because I was like, is the floor gonna give out? It's gonna be like a Japanese, like, you know, game where like the floor gives out and someone just dies. Like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's all in fun. Anyway, that was great. And then Paul said it was like that room in in the first Resident Evil movie with all the lasers and shit. And we were like, ah. And, we took it obviously way too seriously. And we're like, wait a second. There's a kid who's like a 10-year-old next to us. Could go that hardcore, but of course, you know, because we're fucking hardcore nerds, we're like, yeah, it's gonna do that. Anyway, so you go in and you get to, you know, see a lot of the costumes. A lot of them are replicas and obviously the actual ones because they're filming Age of Ultron right now, all that stuff, or maybe it was just like extra ones, you know, because they always make like 2 to 3 things of God fucking bra of the costume. Anyway, you get to see a bunch of people's costume. You go through like you get to go through a bunch of cool stuff with Captain America, and like this thing, it's kind of like your agent training. So there's a bunch of stuff where you'll scan your agent card, and you get to like log like, you know, your shit. You just get to like log in your stats. So there's a lot of that. You go through it, and then there's a part where you go to Captain America first, and then mind you, I was just like you're squeeing the entire time because it's just fucking awesome. You know, like, I'm sorry, like, if you don't leave that exhibit without, like, a big cheese smile on your face and just totally, like, it's like, you know what, how they built the, like, little sets, the exhibit, I love it. Again, like, as an adult, I love that shit. As a kid, you probably wouldn't realize, like, you know, I had a couple, like, Independence Day moments there, like, when they were autopsying the hand gestures, the alien. Anyway, but like, I enjoyed it, and I like for $27, that's actually not that bad, because it was a lot of fucking fun, you know. And it's like, yeah, none of us could really ever go on the set of those movies, but it just kind of felt like you're able to, you know, and it was great. So yeah, we went through, like, there's a part with the Hulk. You get to learn about more of the Hulk and yada yada and all that stuff. Again, a lot of interactive shit, a lot of touchscreen stuff, a lot of things to, like, you know, read, a lot of like monitors, all that stuff. But not like, oh god, there's a lot of things to read. But it's like, it's fun. How often do I say that? It's fun. Just fucking do it. You know. I made a joke because he was wearing his like, again, spur of the moment. It's not like we planned it, but you know, Iron Man goggles, and then he was wearing his Spider-Man Green Goblin shirt, and then I was like, oh shit, I have Back to the Future shirt. I was like, oh, this is Captain America. He goes back to the future. Horrible joke, but that's my joke. And you go through all the different Avengers. You obviously see Thor's shit, and then what do you call it? And then the Iron Man part was really cool. There's one part where it's kind of like the Connect, where you get to kind of be in the suit, and there's one part where like they play music, and while you're in the suit you get to like dance and stuff. And of course, like, Paul's black ass was just like, you know, like his rhythm was too good that the computer was like, I don't know how to follow this very rhythmic black guy, you know. And I made a joke saying that it instead of giving him the Iron Man suit, they instead gave him the War Machine one, and he'd start laughing, and we were talking about how racist the computer would be. Speaking of that, there is something where you get to control Iron Man's hand, and you go in like this little motion sensor thing, and so I was like, oh, that's fun, yada yada. He puts his hand in there, and they couldn't read his hand, and I made a joke saying like, oh, it can't detect black people. It was just a joke, and he's moving, he's like, nothing's happening, so I just shoved my hand in there, and it was moving, and he's like, no! And we do it. Like, the racism just hurts after a while, you know? Anyway, so this was great. And then at the end, it's one of those, like, at the end of the ride, you can get a picture of yourself, you know, woo! The Hulk's behind you, woo! That'd be great. I would love that. Just splash mount, like. Anyway, at the end, so then you can buy a picture of you with the Avengers, and like, I was like, you can take better pictures and it'll cost way less. You could get like a 3D copy of the picture, and it's like, again, I could get better pictures. You get a certificate, I guess, saying that you've done your shield trading, or for $4.99, you can actually get face. Look at my face. Just I always have horrible bitch face. Like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Look at me. Just this is actually, it's taken from the, when you first walk in, you're stand in front of the green screen and get your picture taken with the Avengers. And so I just kind of stood there like, old Victorian picture. Paul's actually smiling at this. It was great. Or as he calls it, he goes, I always have that slight Kanye look to my face. Oh, God. Racism, it hurts. Anyway, but it's great though. Now it says agent status is that I'm active, like sexually. But it's cool. You actually get to keep both of them, which is awesome. Because that was my biggest thing. It was like, I hope I get to keep, like, before I even knew there was this one, I was like, I hope I get to keep this. Like, this has to be my souvenir, you know? I didn't really buy anything else since, I did want to get a Hulk shirt. There was a shirt, it was a hoodie, actually. It was either red or black, and it's just, like, a really, like, you know, cartoony, like, well, not cartoon, but it was a fist, and he was, like, breaking through kind of stuff. And I wish that they just had it in, like, a shirt form. And then I made a joke to Paul and one of the guys working there that those should be, like, a pair of shorts. Like, I'm doing this, like, you'd see my hand just jerking things. It could be, like, shorts where, like, a fist is down there. And I made a joke saying, like, I'm like Chuck Norris, but there's no vagina there. There's only a fist, you know? It's horrible. But yeah, like I said, I'm putting it in my wallet now, because, like, I'm going to show how adult I am. I have a Starbucks card and my event, my shield authorization, because why not, damn it? Just why fucking not? But yeah, go to the exhibit if you get to go to, you know, Manhattan, and you know, it's the summertime, all that stuff. Buy your tickets either, you know, beforehand online, however well prepared you want to go, or go the day of. And it's in the heart of Times Square, so you can always, like, walk around before it's your time, or whatever fuck. Go, it's great. The gift shop's got a shit ton of stuff. Get some cupcakes there. The chocolate milk is delicious. Order the chocolate milk. I don't know what chocolate syrup they use, but there's crack in it. But yeah, it was fun. Like I said, it was tons of fun, and we were just like a giggly mess at the end of it, and my nose itches because that's what happens. Yeah, so do that. Like, fuck yeah. As I keep scratching my nose. Anyway, yeah, I think it is called Again, I have to pull my wallet out. Yeah, it's called Marvel's The Avengers Station, and, you know, there's all the I don't remember what they said it stands for. I think it stands for who fucking cares. This fucking thing was fucking awesome. Yeah, just fucking go. Yeah.